We had a good time. Didn't you think we had a good time at the stage?
That's when I found out about Madigan.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
that's right. We found out Madigan was actually convicted. Actually,
yeah, convicted. We found out his. Do we know his sentence yet?
No, that's a couple of weeks from now, I believe.
Now, for people that don't know, this is John Anthony. Yeah. He is the host of Black and Right on AM 560.
Yes,
but he's also the king of Detroit.
That's right.
That's right. He's got the Detroit Morning Show. Where can people listen to that?
The Answer, Detroit. Facebook, Rumble, YouTube. I'm on X. I'm on Instagram at Detroit Morning Answer, and then Black and Right. It's okay to be black and right. It is okay.
It's okay.
That's one of the things that I try to tell people, and I think it's being successful. Facebook, man, 10 million. Tom, you saw it.
I did, absolutely.
10 million was my reach and everything, and then Mr. Tom goes to post something. Oh. And then now I'm restricted right now.
We were sharing the news and the truth,
but it was right. It was
innocuous.
It was the truth.
It was innocuous.
I've had my Facebook is garbage. Yeah. I don't really bother posting there at all. So, but your show's called Black and Right.
Yeah.
And we've seen a massive exodus. I mean, people are posting all over.
Yes.
On TikTok.
Yes.
On Facebook, wherever they can, and it's like all these outraged black people.
Yes.
It's amazing to see this awakening.
Yes.
Speak to that.
Well, I remember when George Pearson, Babette Holder, Raquel Mitchell, and we were in Chicago when we would try to speak to the issues in the Republican Party. We would try to speak to the issues in the Republican Party, and this was 20 plus years ago. To see what's happening today, it's like the fruits of our labor. When we were being ostracized, when the people were saying, oh, no, black people will never come to the Republican Party. You look at Jessica Jackson in Chicago, flip Chicago red. You look at what they're doing right now. I mean, and this is happening all across. Pastor Lorenzo Sewell, who gave the benediction at Trump's inauguration, what he's doing in Detroit right now, he's here. He's actually here. Oh, wow. I'll make sure you.
That benediction was amazing.
Let's get an interview with him.
Oh, if we can tomorrow night, maybe.
Yeah, I'll get you an interview with him.
Okay.
I'll text him and let him know that you want.
Oh, that was so, dude. Yeah. He brought down the fire and brimstone right into that Capitol building.
He did.
It was beautiful to witness. And then you got this like this Catholic or whatever.
Yeah.
He shows up
right after.
It's like, bro, dude, it was such a hard act to follow.
Yeah, it was. But Gary, I'm telling you, I used to tell people, it's coming. The reckoning is coming. The reckoning is here now, and I'm telling you, when you think Trump, but this is what Trump was able to do, and this is what I'm trying to tell people in Illinois, in Michigan. You want to win, build coalitions. Trump is the ultimate coalition builder, and guess what? He doesn't change who he is.
Well, look what he did. I mean, he brought Tulsi Gabbard over the aisle. RFK Jr. RFK Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, what he's doing is absolutely amazing, and it's beautiful to witness.
Yeah.
Even Elon Musk watching his transformation.
Another one. Kash Patel, political agnostic. He's not politically tied, Kash Patel. Kash Patel is a person who believes in law and order. That's it. I mean, he brought all these people together, and then when you look at places like Florida, you look at places like, California, his numbers in California.
Kash Patel's numbers?
No, Donald Trump's numbers in California.
What are they doing?
Amazing. Yeah. As far as how many votes he received. Illinois what he did here, what he did in our state. Yes.
2 million more.
Michigan, Wisconsin. I mean, dude, people want truth. They're craving for authenticity. Donald Trump is all of that.
Wow. It's beautiful. I'm here for it. We're all here for it. We're at CPAC. It's 2025. I remember when we were here last, it was right before the pandemic. There was so many unknowns happening. It was February, right before the pandemic.
I remember.
And how much has changed since then. We had, of course, the theft of the 2020 election, the lockdowns, the mandates. and now President Trump is coming back, and with four years out of office, he had so much insight and understanding.
Yes.
What's your take on that 4 year gap and what he learned in that time period?
Oh my goodness! There was a part of me that wished he had become president in 2020.
Yeah.
But now, because he has learned, because he has built this team of Avengers around him, I think
the MAGA Avengers.
The MAGA Avengers.
The MAGA Avengers.
The MAGA Avengers.
The MAGA Avengers. Yeah.
But I think because he knows there's no next election, Donald Trump is going to do things. COVID, put your mask on.
Someone's dying over here in the corner.
But because he knows there's no next election,
I
think some of the things that he's going to do. Look at DOGE. Look at what DOGE is doing. I said on my radio show this morning, it amazes me that people are upset with Elon Musk because he's pointing out the fraud, waste, and abuse and corruption. But they're not upset with the fraud, waste, corruption, and abuse.
Yeah.
They're not upset about that.
Well, what's funny too is like how many campaigns have you heard where they're like, we need to fight waste, fraud, and abuse. Waste, fraud, and abuse. You hear it. Like that's those are the three buzzwords that you all. I mean, I bet you if we did a supercut and we found all the Democrats talking about waste, fraud, and abuse and how much they were going to tackle it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now Elon Musk goes through and he gets the AI. They go through the spreadsheets and they find people who are 300 years old who are still on the Social Security paychecks.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's only one of those, though.
Yeah, only one. Yeah.
Here's the thing about what we're seeing today. Not only are Donald Trump and Elon Musk talkers, they're doers. And you got to understand the mind of Elon Musk. He thinks in terms of efficiency.
Yeah.
And it's all about efficiency and how his brain works.
Well, think about, okay, we talk about the efficiency.
Yeah.
When you look at the SpaceX rockets, how many crashes have you seen?
Yeah.
One after another.
Yeah.
And he's like, the crash.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now we have data.
Yep.
We can go back and reassess.
Yep.
Okay, these rudders need to be fixed. This thrust mechanism needs to be changed. All these things. And then now what? They're catching rockets with freaking chopsticks.
Have you seen how they just land?
They just land. And when I first saw that, I'm like, dude, like this is straight out of like sci-fi.
Yes. Self-driving cars.
Self-driving cars. We're living in it, and it's awesome. To go back, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, but he thinks in efficiency, and I think when you look at now, I also said today on my radio show, when you think about, I forget who said it. I believe Tim Burchett, Congressman Tim Burchett. He said, "Just watch. You're going to see DOGE come back on the congressmen and senators that are serving right now because what they've been able to do, they've sent money out to the NGOs and all these type of things, and that money has found its way back to their campaign coffers.
Because the NGOs, they're getting funded by USAID.
Yes.
And then they get huge amounts of money to these nonprofit organizations, and then they go ahead and figure out a way to bring that money back in the kickbacks to fund these campaigns. We know it's happening. The money trail is going to go. It's going to go right back to them. Elon Musk just said that they're all getting kickbacks. It's when you talk about, like we mentioned earlier, with respect to the military-industrial complex and the billions and billions of dollars that goes to Ukraine, and then it feeds. Okay, Ukraine gets billions of funding, and then they put an order in over in Pennsylvania at the armory, and then who gets the money? It goes to the military-industrial complex, who then pays the lobbyists.
Hunter Biden.
It goes to Hunter, pays the lobbyists. They go back to D.C. and say, we're going to pay for this and this and this, and we need more money for war. Vote on this and push this through, and the cycle continues. And that's from the military-industrial complex standpoint. But when you look at USAID, that's been going on for how many freaking years?
A couple of decades, right?
Decades, long. I mean, a lot longer than that. I mean, USAID goes back to JFK. So, I mean, the scandal with just USAID, and we haven't even touched like the Medicaid scandals, the Medicare scandals, Social Security scandals, like the IRS scandals, CIA, everything.
All the three-letter alphabets.
All the alphabet agencies. So when you think about when you pull it back at the macro scale, it's going to make Ukraine
Yes.
look like a drop
Yes.
in the bucket.
I agree. Did you report on Michael Schellenberger, his USAID and the OCCRP, and how, remember when Trump was the impeachment that happened? Well, USAID basically funded the Trump impeachment because of the article that was written by I think it's OCCRPI or something.
Oh, you're talking about how USAID was funding the media to publish headlines that were negative, that
and the CIA analysts who picked that article up, and that article was the basis of Trump's impeachment. That's treason. That's treason. I'm sorry. That's treasonous.
Wow.
That's treasonous.
Yeah.
How does that happen here in America? But here, guess what? Clutch your pearls. Because what's getting ready to happen, dude, I'm telling you, prepare for what's getting ready to happen. Because the left, they know the gravy train, not only is the gravy train done, but there's going to be criminal indictments coming.
I hope so.
Because now,
we were talking about that earlier.
But this is,
and the pardons that happened for Adam Schiff and all those guys, it is an entrapment scandal. They're going to be testifying in front of the FBI and Congress, and they are literally going to go there and perjure themselves in front of Congress and the FBI. Their pardons are irrelevant. They're going to literally pop right back in.
Put your hand next to your face so it sees you.
But that's why they didn't want Matt Gaetz, because Matt Gaetz was prepping all of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they had to ensure that Matt Gaetz did not become the DOJ guy.
Yeah, because I was looking forward to that.
I was too. And you know what else? You know what else I was looking forward to?
What?
Don Jr. become a senator. Can you imagine if he became the senator for Florida? I wanted that so bad.
Don Jr. Well, we have Rubio now at state,
right?
So his seat's open.
No, what's her name? No, the
they didn't appoint anyone.
Yeah, they did. Somebody already.
Who got it?
Was she the AG of Florida?
No.
What's her name? No, they appointed somebody. They appointed somebody. I forget her name.
Let me look.
Is it Katie Britt? Katie Britt.
So she's now the senator from Florida.
From Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it Britt?
Because there was talk of perhaps
Ashley Moody.
Ashley Moody, that's her name. She was the AG, right?
Yeah, she was the AG.
Yeah,
she popped over to that.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine though another Trump?
Oh, I want to see it.
Laura or Don Jr.
I want to see it. Well, there was rumblings a long time ago about Don Jr. becoming like the governor of Nebraska or something like that.
But he's in Florida now,
though. Well, he likes to hunt, so maybe he'll go to Nebraska and he'll have a cabin and an address. But I mean, if he does become governor of a state, he'll have the executive experience, which is more or less a prerequisite. I mean, of course, Donald Trump himself didn't have any actual political seat that he held.
Right,
he took everyone by storm.
God. Thank God.
But, thank God. John, I got to get to my last segment.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, give a shout out to tell everybody where they can find you.
Oh, you're so gracious. You're so gracious. I'm on YouTube. I had to restart my YouTube, Zach, because they took it from me, and I wish I can get it back. But I'm at Black and White Radio 2.0 on YouTube, Black and White Radio on Rumble, X, Facebook, and then Detroit's Morning Answer at Detroit's Morning Answer on all platforms. So, Gary, I thank you. You're so gracious to even offer this opportunity. So thank you, brother.
No, man.